Hi, I'm Meridian, the elf in your internet, and I'm making 30 videos in 30 days to figure out how to make good videos. Uh, this is video 5, and today I think it's good to talk about consistency. If you direct your attention to the post date of this video versus the post date of the previous one, you will find that they are not in 2 consecutive days, and that's why we should talk about consistency. As much as anybody else, have always struggled with consistency. Staying consistent isn't that easy thing of a thing to do. It's like I know what I want done, but sooner or later I think, well, just for today I'll or whatever, and then I end up not quite doing that thing that day, but that becomes a trend, and then I never meet the deadline, right? So right now, at the time of recording this video, I'm several videos behind. Um, But I do think that the most important part is to continue and pick back up where you left off. Sometimes I think people need time to recover, a little bit of time to rest, it's bad, I think, to not allow that time for yourself. So you should give yourself that time to recover. Um, but at the end of the day, you have to get back up and go at it again. Um, and in some sense, I'm not sure if it's best really to just like clump all of the things. Let's say, like, okay, in this case, I'm behind a few videos. Should I do all the videos in one day to make up for the time loss? Like, realistically, I budgeted the time to make these videos based on doing them every day. So if I tried to rush and do them all in one, I think it would be tough. And probably in the long run, that would be, I don't think that that's a healthy way to solve the problem. It comes down to more like, how can we be more consistent every day? That way there's less of these like gaps where things are not so great and I end up having to push my deadlines back a little bit, right? This is important for videos. I mean, obviously, because I'm doing videos here, trying to make sure that you understand that this is relevant. And so I started to write a script about how to be consistent and like what I think about it philosophically and sort of like practically. But I think that's a little bit overkill for a video like this. So I'll quit on that for now and maybe make a full video and talk about it there. Um, but I think the gist of it is that to be consistent, you need to establish a kind of routine so that your day is the same every morning. I struggle a lot with like when I wake up in the morning, it's not quite the same as the day prior. Like sometimes I wake up really well rested, sometimes I wake up tired, sometimes I wake up happy, and sometimes I wake up sad. And it's just like completely random every morning. So I think it's important to build some kind of morning routine that will regulate your day, something that will bring you to a good starting point that, regardless of where you started at the beginning of the day, now you are in a good, stable position to continue the rest of your day. Then, really, staying consistent is just about telling yourself, this is what I need to do right now, and realistically budgeting for yourself something that will give you whatever it is that you're wanting. So you know how like when you're doing something and then you're like, "Oh, I don't want to do this. I want to play video games." Like I think it's important to actually give yourself the time to enjoy video games. Do that, but make a budget a time for it later. And or maybe earlier, I don't know. Fit it into your day and then that way you can get some of that energy out and feel satisfied and still get stuff done. It's when you do things in an unstructured way that it causes you to just sort of lose track of time and then things don't get done. I think in the case of making these videos, I set out to make one of these once per day for 30 days, knowing that it wasn't going to be a forever thing. I only have to do this for 30 days. And so I think in my head, I thought, well, then I'll be able to manage it because it's not going to be forever. I just need to push through it for a little while. Um, and I don't really think that I've failed at that yet. Because 30 videos in 30 days doesn't necessarily mean I have to make one per day. It just means there's got to be 30 at the end of the 30 days. So I am going to try to catch up. but I'm probably not going to catch up all in one day. I think you just have to plan ahead and know, like, here's how much I can handle. Here's what I want done, and let's just find a way to make the best of the situation. Like, what can I do with what I've got? Um, and so I think for a lot of people, at least for just like posting videos to YouTube, if you wanted to keep a channel going, I think maybe just one video a week is probably plenty. Um, if you do like shorts, maybe shorts, I would do maybe 3 a week or something like that. Although I know that, and so it is best technically to put out as many videos and shorts as you can. If you do like one every day, at least because if you're a small channel, if you do if you do more than one, you have a chance of getting caught by YouTube, and they'll think you're a bot because you're posting so much. So at the start, you should at least just post one a day, but that's at most, right? So I don't think it's necessary to post one per day. I think it's more important to post consistently. So post at the same time every week, or post the same number of videos every week. I think that kind of stuff is probably better. Um, and of course, I'm giving you advice, which I'm doing my best to follow, but have not yet. So, take it with a grain of salt, but I think it's the right idea. Okay, that'll be it for today's video, and I will be making efforts to catch up and be more consistent going forward. I think that I know personally that I can probably handle about one video a week, and so doing these once every day is tough. And I'm intentionally making them quite a bit simpler, on to be able to keep up with that. And so when I started to write that script and it was going to get kind of long, and I was like, oh, nah, I can't. If I did this for every one of these videos, they would never get done. So can't do that. Got to be realistic. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.